Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel. I am Shiloh, and for this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to crochet a stress bee. So here's a list of crochet terminology that you must know in order to complete this stress bee. So this is what you'll need to crochet your stress bee. You'll need yellow yarn, black yarn, white yarn, and then a little bit of pink yarn for the cheeks. I'm using a 3.5mm crochet hook. You'll need a row counter, a stress ball, some scissors, a darning needle, a lighter, 2 eyeballs, and a stitch marker. We are going to be starting with the yellow yarn and our crochet hook. We're going to be starting on the bee on the nose or the mouth. So you'll do a magic circle. I'll do this kind of slow so you can see. Make sure the hook is facing down. Go under this first one. Grab the second one. And when you pull, you twist the hook up. Grab the hook that you're holding with your pinky and your ring finger. And pull that one through. And that's how you make a magic circle. So you will single crochet 6 into the magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You pull and close off. You'll single crochet, increase. We'll be doing that 3 times. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here you will chain 4. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will be the opening of the mouth for the stress bee. So you'll skip a few and go into the very last stitch before the stitch marker. Do 2 single crochet. And so that's where the eyes will go, and then you have your little mouth. For the next row, we will do single crochet increase. So we'll do single crochet in the first one. And an increase in the second one. And then we'll repeat. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then you'll go 1 and there'll be 4. And the next you'll do increase. That's 5, 6. And do 7, 8, 9, 10. And so for this next one, you can do inside the chains itself, or you can go inside the mouth. So I'll do increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, and you'll have 1 stitch left, and that'll be your increase. $17, $18. So you'll end on a increase. And on the next, you will do 2 single crochet and then an increase. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do that all the way around. Okay. So the next you will single crochet 24 all the way around. So on the very last stitch, you will go into the back loop. This is where we're going to color change to black. And you'll pull one. And then you will grab your black. And pull that one all the way through. That'll be your last stitch of that row. It's really tight. And then you'll start the new row with black. So you'll have, and we'll single crochet all the way around. And what I like to do, and I'll get about 3 single crochets in, and then I'll pull the loose ones really tight. Make sure you get them really good and secure. And I will drop the yellow yarn, and I will continue with the black yarn. And then you'll do another row of 24. And I like to work my tail end into the row. That way when I cut it, I don't have to weave the end back in. So you'll finish crocheting all the way around. And then you can go ahead and cut the tail when you feel like it's secure enough. And so what I like to do on this very last stitch is go in, pull through one, and then come back through that very first stitch and pull through it to another one. And that way it just makes it more seamless. And so you'll go back into the very first one of the last row, and you'll single crochet one, and then you'll do another row of 24. And in the very last stitch of the row, you will grab the yellow yarn and pull through. And then we will continue this row for 24 single crochet. Once you get to about 3 or 4, pull both tight. Pull the black tight. And then drop the black. And again, on this last row, on this last stitch, you'll single crochet, and then you'll go into this last one and combine them. And pull that black again, try to pull through that some. All right, so I'm going to stop on this row, pull through or pull up some to keep my place, and I'm going to go ahead and work on the face some. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sew in the tail from the beginning. Maybe a little bit left. As long as it doesn't move, it should be fine. Okay, you'll flip it back over and we'll do the face. So we'll have the whites for the eyes and the pinks for the cheeks. So next we're going to do the eyes. And I like to put the eyes, if you find the mouth and go up 1 stitch, is where I like to put the eyes at. Right about there. So we're going to turn that around and secure them Now, in order to make the pokey bits of the eye not pop the stress ball, we're going to melt the backs of the eyeballs and squish them down. Make sure you feel around, make sure it's cooled. Make sure you feel around to make sure there's a sharp bit right there. And make sure you have no sharp bits. So next we will do the cheeks, which we will go right next to the mouth, the top, and go over one. And so you'll insert, and then you'll do some loops. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And so you'll insert that last one into there, and then you'll grab the one that is hanging out and insert it into the other side. And then we'll flip it over and tie it off in the back. And when you tie it off, you want to kind of pull it to the side like that, away from the mouth. So when you cut it, you can cut it short enough where it won't get into the mouth when you do the stress ball. And then you'll do the same thing you did on this side on the other side. All right, so there you have your blush. And we're going to go around the outside of the eye with the white. And we'll do the same thing like we did for the blush. We'll insert the darning needle with the white and then insert it around the eyeball where you want it to be. And for this one, we're only going to be doing 2 instead of 4. So we have 1, 2. And before you tie these off like you did the blush, what I would suggest doing is go ahead and finishing the other one so you make sure that they're even. Tight though. Okay, so there's one eye. So now you have both sides done, and you'll flip it inside out and tie them off. And there you have the stress bee's face. And now we will continue on with the rest of the bee. Before we end, we will stop and make the wings. And then you'll do another row of 24. So we have 1, 2, 3. So on this very last one, we're going to switch back to black to do just like we did before. We'll go into the back loop, pull 1, and then grab your black. And you'll pull really tight on the yellow. And we're going to do 2 more rows of 24 in the black. So again, on this very last one, go in, pull up, and go into the very first one. That'll count as your last stitch of that row. And then you'll do another row of 24. And then we will change to yellow and single crochet 24. And when you feel like it is secure enough, you can go ahead and trim the black away. So we're going to stop here. We're going to go ahead and make the wings. Then kind of stretch it a bit. And we can go ahead and get the stress ball and see if it'll fit. And I think it'll fit great. Okay. So we're going to put this to the side, take a break, and then we're going to make the wings. So still with your 3.5 millimeter hook, make a magic circle. In that magic circle, you're going to single crochet 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And close the magic circle. And then in the next row, we will increase for a total of 16 stitches. Insert your hook into the first stitch for the last row. I'll have 1, and go ahead and place your stitch marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll continue all the way around. And so that's 16. And so you will slip stitch into the first stitch of the row and leave a tail to sew in. And you will make 2 of these. So you make sure all of it's tight and the circle, magic circle, is fully closed. You'll make 2 of those. And so now you have 2 wings. And now so we're going to take the back tail and we're going to sew it in to the wing so it doesn't show. So now that you have both of them sewed in, this is the time where you can decide where you want it on the bee. So I've seen it before where they have them flat like this on both sides, or they have them at an angle. I prefer mine upright, but you can definitely have them sew them flat against the sides like this. So you can have them like this, like this, like this. Any way you want. Just make sure you sew them on whatever you think looks the best. Mickey Mouse ears. So I like to start mine between this yellow row and black row and go forward towards the other yellow row, parallel to this eye. And so on the next one, you will start in the same spot, parallel to this eye. And like I said, you can choose to have them straight up like this, or you can lay them flat, whichever way you like to do it. And so there you have your wings, and now you'll go ahead and on the inside you'll tie them off so they don't come loose. All right, and there is the bee with the wings on now, all secured and tied off. And so on this row, you will do a single crochet decrease all the way around. So you have single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, and you'll continue for the rest of the row. You pull up some, and then we're going to go ahead and insert the stress ball. So I like to put the stress ball on the back. That way when you squeeze it, you'll have it, instead of squeezing, you know, it looks kind of funky, right? So you have to kind of finagle it a little bit. You can push down and pull the sides up. And pull up. Push down, pull up, and that kind of, there you go. Now it's looking good. Okay. And now for this very last row, we are going to do decrease all around. Make sure to not pop the stress ball that's inside. So it's 1, 2, so now we are going to sew in the back end. And so what I like to do is I just go in between that last row of stitches to kind of close that last hole up, making sure you don't poke the stress ball. And then you can tie it off. And you cut the last piece.
There you have your bee stress ball. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out and watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
And there you have your wings. And so you will go ahead and you will fasten off. You will tie them up, whatever it's called. You'll flip them out. Words are hard.